Warpugs, you like a good military story. I like a good military story. And the last time we checked out something from the Unsubscribed podcast, oh my, it was a military story some people were not prepared for. It was about two guys and a donkey in the middle of the Afghan wilderness. Warpugs. Today we're going to find out about firing a U.S. military Javelin missile for the first time. And brace yourselves, this is probably going to be absurd, but we're here for it. I don't know what else to tell you guys. This is probably going to be deranged, and I'm just ready for it. Check out the Unsubscribed podcast and the links in the description down below. Brandon Herrera is here. I don't know who else is here. We're gonna find out, but let's just jump right into it.
Thing that we ever did is they were like, all right, listen, this is your final one. You are technically certified. We have a Javelin for you if you want to fire it. And I went,
Yeah?
100% I do. So they give it, they give my assistant gunner, because usually I'm rocking the M249, so the light machine gun. And you guys have met him, Casey. My buddy Casey.
Yep.
He was my AG. So he's rocking my ammo pack, but he's also rocking
Thank you, brother.
Because there's two components. So he's got that, and then I've got the Javelin. So we go through the woods. It's snowing, by the way. So there's
Where
just
you
fresh Vilseck, Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fresh snow. Everything's cold, so we're like, all right, we finally go through the motions. We get up to the top of the crest of this hill.
Right.
And we're like, all right, Grant, this is your moment. And I was like, so, apparently what I didn't know is that, again, I assumed that if I've taken the class, the NCOs with me have also taken the class, so they understand how the Javelin works. They didn't. So when you walk terrible.
Yes, it's gonna be one of those.
Assumption.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
I mean, don't ever make assumptions.
So, exactly. So what they taught us is that once you lock on with a Javelin missile, it's primed. You have a minute to fire that missile, or it goes kaboom. So, me thinking everybody else in the unit knew that.
Ooh.
No, I was like, all right. So I get up there, I set up, and my NCO goes, okay. He says 12 o'clock, and he says, but he doesn't give me meters. He just says 12 o'clock, and I'm like, first of all, that's kind of weird. So I'm searching through thermals for a target in the snow.
Nice.
Right.
So can't see shit at all. But what
What's the target?
It's just like a it's like a destroyed tank.
T-72.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
A cold,
Yeah,
a
so
cold
something like metal.
I need to reiterate, a
something
cold, blending in colder than snow.
That's not. I was gonna say the engine hasn't run in 30 years.
Yeah.
Target ahead of you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just make it work. What are we complaining about?
Where?
It's invisible. Neat.
So I was like, this is weird. So I just keep scanning, and they're just like, of course, NCO's getting impatient. He's like, come on, we gotta fire it. And then I see something. I see a heat signature, and I zoom in.
Hiker.
It does look like a T-72. It does look like a tank. So I'm like, cool. That's it. And I'm like, Roger. All right, Sergeant. I got a target in front of me. 12 o'clock. I'm ready to lock on. And he goes like, perfect.
And that's how you killed the president of Poland.
Captain's like this. He's like, okay, you're locked. Grant's like this. Yeah. That's the wrong way.
Don't worry about what's in the Humvee. You won't be needing it anymore.
Oh, no one can know. Fuck. So, but with that, I locked onto it because it was warm. So I was like, okay, it's obviously they heat up some of them for the ranges. So I was like, cool, sounds good. I lock onto it and I'm waiting. 10 seconds go by. I'm like, cool.
What now?
20 seconds go by and I go, Uh-oh.
Yeah.
30 seconds. Hey, Sarge, quick question. Y'all know I have a minute to fire this or it blows up, right? And he goes, huh? White one, this is, and I just hear panic. In his
His Native American name.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Army of Darkness.
White one.
White one, do you prepared? If he was ginger, this would be so much better.
White one, fire it.
Yeah.
You the Polish president. Come on now. Take the shot.
Do it!
But, yeah, but no, we were.
And that's why. Gee, never mind.
Out of our troop, we had different colors. So we were white platoon, red platoon, and blue platoon.
Okay.
Yeah. So
No
just,
black
just
platoon.
Racist.
Poland.
Platoon have a bad credit score.
Oh!
why can't we sign any weapons out of the armory?
Oh my God.
I like that one. Oh shit.
Oh
Holy shit,
God.
bro. That's hilarious, dude.
Fuck me. All right. So
So
it's about to explode.
about to explode.
You're about to blow up.
About to blow up. And finally,
So you have 60 seconds before it deaths in the tube. Kind of
yeah, before
Welcome
it
to
goes.
shit. Yeah. This is not accounting for the amount of travel time.
No.
Yeah. It's literally it's gonna detonate in the tube.
Yeah. So after that, I hear extreme panic for like maybe 3 seconds. Goes, oh, fire the fucking just over my head, and I'm like, okay. So it's locked on. I'm like, it's gonna be great. I fire it, and it's
Gonna be great.
I saw the video afterward. I'm sure.
That's right. You have a video of this.
Oh my
I
God.
don't have it on my phone anymore. I don't.
You showed me it when
Why
I
not?
This video.
Yeah. So from my perspective, I watched as the missile leaves the rocket or leaves the tube, slowly drops. Nothing happens. And I
Javelins,
go,
by the way, are terrifying because go on.
yes, because it exits the tube and then it drops. It doesn't just automatically shoot out.
Huh.
It drops
Yeah.
first and then ignites.
because it has to calculate or whatever.
Yes. So, in my perspective, I heard this is going to explode soon. I launch it, and then I see it go
Thump.
doo 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 doo.
Right in front of you. That is
And
like,
so I think everything went slow mo, and I went, well, I had a good run. And then it takes off. Luckily,
really thought it'd be the almonds.
yeah. I really thought it'd be the Dustin guy. Well,
We're
maybe on my
host.
next life I'll get a good reroll. Change my stats up.
There we go.
I'll try a different build
I'll
next
try a
time.
different build next time. So it launches, and after it launches, they're like, "Hell yeah!" And my
Yeah,
NCO next to
brother.
me goes, "It hasn't hit yet. Where did you shoot it?" And the hang time was maybe about 8 seconds that we just didn't see it go off. And then way off in the distance, we see, and I hit it. It said target hit, target confirmation hit. And I went, awesome, sweet.
Yeah.
I hit it. And I look up and my NCO's like,
You hit the Polish president.
yeah.
Special election time.
Yes, call the electric counts.
We're locking down.
So he was pointing to, or what he, in his words, he said, I was telling you to aim for the one that's 300 meters in front of us.
Oh,
However,
Jesus.
we're on a hill. I couldn't see it. Also, nothing that close was heated up. So
Right.
it's all just noise.
Yeah.
Just white noise. And I'm like, so what the fuck did I hit? I'm panicking because I'm like maybe 2 months away from getting my DD-214 and getting out of the Army. And I'm
Oh.
like, I can taste it. And so we all go back into the big briefing room, and I see a 2-star general walk in. Oh, and we all stand
You know,
up.
there's 2 sweet German hikers in that.
We're gonna blame
Here's trouble.
ISIS on this one.
Those ISIS members and their Javelin missiles.
Yeah.
They were decapitated.
Don't worry, we got it lined up. But
Yeah. So we all stand up, and everyone, goes to attention. And he goes like, calm down. So which one of you was the one that shot that javelin? And my heart drops, and I'm like, I shot someone or something important.
You're the Polish president.
is it over, bro?
The 2-star general.
Yeah. So I was like,
It depends on what you want, homie.
Just point.
What's your problem?
so at that moment, I'm thinking 2 seconds later after I answer, I'm just gonna see MPs walk in, like
Yeah.
Jail. Yeah.
prison forever.
So, reference, if you're in the military, generals are absolute, like anyone higher over, dude, a fucking captain is terrifying. When you start getting lieutenant colonel, that is when
Yes.
you as a private or any enlisted other than like command sergeant major
You're terrified.
We had just literally one time where this happened, and I'm in sonar control, and you got used to seeing, especially during war games, you got used to seeing like high brass walking into CIC, and so I got used to being around, stars. I got used to being around that. But I wasn't used to seeing them walking into another one of my spaces. So the one time that it did happen, the pucker factor went to 9 million, okay? You could probably squeeze coal into diamonds.
Terrified.
I've told it before. I don't have a frame of reference because I'm retarded. Bullshit. I would give him shit, and all the enlisted would be like, why are you talking to a general that way? First time general got in, we're giving him a patrol of our area. I'm up in the rear hatch. Fucking, I'm like, hey, old general comes up. I'm like, what the f***? You're old as shit, sir. What the f- is wrong with this kid? He'd be walking, if I'd see him just walking out in our cob. I'm like, hey, fucking what? Why's your hat not on? Where's your hat at, sir? And he'd be like, Quavis, what the f-? He'd be like, what? He'd be like, why's it? What? Get down and do push-ups. I'm like, fuck you. But he loved me because I gave.
I actually had a good. I just remember this one war game. This one vice admiral. I think it was a vice admiral. No. It wasn't a vice admiral. I can't remember. I think he was either 1 or 2 stars. We were doing a massive war game involving a whole bunch of different countries and stuff like that. And I was trying to get something done. I had an officer who overrode me, which he really wasn't supposed to do, but okay, whatever. I wasn't going to sit there and start screaming at him in front of like a whole bunch of stuff. And then all of a sudden, like, I just look up and I see this admiral standing next to me, and I was like, sir, are we dead? He's like, yeah, you're dead. I was like, that's what I thought, sir. So he just hung out with me and we talked for about 30 minutes because the reason that he was there was officially over.
Yeah.
So you going in at 2-star, you're probably like
I was
terrified.
specialist. I'm done. Shout out to the E4 Mafia. Anyway.
E4 Mafia.
So I see that, and he goes, so who is the one that shot the javelin? And I'm like, I stand up and I go, that was me, sir. It was all me. And he goes, you just set a new base record with that shit. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, most Polish ambassadors killed in one missile.
Most international incidents caused with a single firing.
This is back in Germany. But
That's
that's
objectively
why it's so
worse.
I killed him in Germany.
Last time this happened, something very uncool followed for about 6 years.
So what had happened was that target was it was on another range, but it was for mortars. So it was just next. It just happened to be next to this one. It was just way farther out. So I set a new, I think it's still holding, new base record for the longest javelin confirmed hit at 4,500 meters.
4,500?
Yes.
4,500.
Whoa!
Yes.
Oh my
What,
God.
4 miles? 5?
No, it's like, what is that? Like 2.5 miles?
2.5
like-
miles.
Wait, how many meters?
It's like
4,500.
10 feet.
It's 1,600 meters for a mile.
Yeah, 1,700, something like that.
Holy shit.
Boys,
What is it,
reaching out and
1,780?
touching Somebody.
That
And
is.
the first time that I heard about this,
That
I was
is-
at your house and I saw the medal
Oh yeah.
and I just asked about it. I was like,
Yeah.
what's this about? And you had the video at the time of
Yeah.
the actual firing. Like, he has somewhere.
You have
in
the
the
weirdest
hit
fucking
out that
awards
guy.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, so I got the it was the coin. I got a coin
Yeah.
from the 2-star general, which
Oh,
is somewhere
cool.
in my house. I need to find it.
For those of you that don't know, getting a coin is it's not a medal, it's not a letter of comm, but it's just cool. You get to talk about that for quite a while. I have a coin, but yeah,
I guarantee it's in my old military box that I just keep in the closet. But no.
What I do with my Purple Heart, I'm like, but. And they gave you, dude. You are so proud to be a 249 until you have to
carry it.
and you're like, fuck this thing. This is heavy as shit. And then you a 240 gunner or the ammo bearer, you just hate.
Yeah,
You really like that weapon, don't you? No, sir. I prefer the one that's half the weight.
Too bad. It's only like fuck, dude.
Carry that good.
12 miles. 12 miles. That's what. Yeah.
Figure it out, Buttercup. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, I had the Bravo. I didn't have the Lima, so I had the bigger
boy.
bitch, which was
Ooh.
awesome. So you can be
Bigger bitch.
Yeah,
The
so you
bigger
understand
bitch.
why when they move me to
You,
a
you like Bravo and Lima, right? Mm-hmm. So Lima is light and Bravo is back pain.
that's why I have arthritis.
That's why his gout.
I doubt it's because of that.
Yeah, but that's why I was super happy when I got switched over to be a 50 cal gunner with an RWS system. So I just sat in the truck and just played video games. It was awesome.
Military stories are some of the funniest shit you'll ever hear in your life. And the best part about most of them is they either are 50% true, 80% true, all the way true, or complete bullshit. Guys, I have my own military stories, and I have fun when I get around other veterans and we just sit there and we just shoot this kind of shit to each other because you like some of my favorite stories are about people that I served alongside. Like one guy who just this guy is one of my favorite people on the planet. And he was insanely strong and incredibly stupid. And that combination should never be repeated on anybody other than him because he is too good for this world. And one day I might start telling some military stories and just recording them and putting them out. I think it'd be fun. But until then, guys, I was really concerned there that he took out somebody's car. I was a little bit concerned there. A wee bit concerned there. But, how many international incidents can you create 2 weeks before you leave the military? Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. That was funny. That was hilarious. But yes, anytime, like, I got used to being around full eagles and silver leafs, and I got used to being around stars. Some stars, you couldn't convince me to chill out, like, in certain instances, because I would be too hard pressed. But I got used to being around stars because I was in the middle of everything in CIC, and you just got used to whenever there was like war games or major things happening, you got used to seeing an admiral. When I went on deployment one time, the admiral chose our ship as his flagship, and he was always up and down in CIC, out of CIC. You know, you just got used to seeing him in certain spaces. But when he stepped out of those spaces and went to other spaces, that's when you started really paying attention. I mean, you see him in one passageway, everything's okay. You see him moving down another passageway, everybody just stops and looks and wonders where he's heading because it can't be anything good. Guys, I'm gonna head out from here. Warpugs, let me know how you're feeling in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the Unsubscribed Podcast. Subscribe to me. And guys, oh wow. I get all nostalgic when I hear a story like this because I get reminded of my own. Join as a member of Patreon for early access, and I'll catch you guys next time. International incidents by the dozen. Let's go.